Well, hey everybody, Captain Dave Schneider, It's a Guide's Life. I am loaded up the wagon and headed to Michigan today, but I want to give you a lake report. There you go, that's good. I want to give you a lake report. Guys, right now you can see the beast is being maneuvered over here. We pull up and there is a there's a car wash. A church is doing free car wash. And I thought, what a great way to start my trip. Have some church folk put their hands all over my vehicle and what have you. So it's really kind of nice. We just pulled into the McDonald's and got ourselves a little bit of breakfast, and we are going. We are getting out of here, and so it's pretty exciting actually. But anyway, gonna head up to see my boo. I'm coming to get you, boo. I'm coming to get you. Now, having said that, I got a lake report for you guys. Been on the water for a few days. Been in contact with several other people that have been on the water, and the lake is picking up a little bit. The cold weather is definitely going to be a real positive thing for the fishing here, and so I'm gonna give you an update on that. I'm gonna get on the highway before I do that, though. I'm not gonna do it out here because I'm not sure. Because it's real windy today, I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful day. It's probably in the mid 60s. It's real breezy, and it's just a great day to be in South Florida. Captain Dave Schneider, I'll be back in a bit. Well, all right, everybody, Captain Dave is back here. We're actually we're on the highway. Listen, I promised you a lake report, and that's exactly what I want to bring you here, guys. Fishing is not easy, but it's available. All right, I'm going to tell you now. There are spawning fish that have moved into the monkey box area, right in the typical locations where you'd expect them. Right in those little bays. When you go into the monkey box and you stay to the right, you got that big spawning bay in there, and it's got fish in it. Also, the clean water if you stay left behind the big reed head stands, there's clean water back in those areas, and again, there's some fish in there. You know, top water stuff is good right now. White frog is good, but you know, with the weather changing and the water getting cooler, you know, like every typical bass, or you know, every typical Florida bass bite you'd expect, you know, they're not chasing a swimming worm right now. They're not chasing, you know, rattle traps very well, but if you get on top of them, that's not to say you can't get a rattle trap bite, a reaction bite, you know, in flats areas and things like that. But at the end of the day, guys, get your elbows and knees dirty, kind of thing. You have to kneel down and pull a fish up out of the garbage, so to speak. But you know, pitching and flipping. Flipping with a 1/2 ounce weight in the dollar pad areas, flipping with a 2 ounce weight in the hyacinth areas and areas where it's real thick. But the fish have been on the edges of it. You don't have to necessarily pitch all the way back in 2 or 3 or 4 feet. A lot of fish have just been right on, you know, that first foot or so, you know, get that bait to punch through. I like to use a 2 ounce weight or a 2 1/4 ounce weight because, quite frankly, I just want my bait to go through, and I don't mind the heavy weight, and you know what, neither does the fish. Baits don't really seem to matter that much as long as it's compact and you can get it in and out of cover. I've been catching fish on flipping an icon on a 2 ounce weight. I've been catching them with a beaver. I like to put that little O-ring on the head of that beaver, you know, up on the tail section, you know, where it's got the ribs, and I put an O-ring on there and rig it. I think I've got that. I think I've shown that on video, but keep looking for it. I'll actually, maybe I'll talk about it again on one of the upcoming videos here. I'm gonna try and get to you a little more regular at this point. I'm gonna try and do at least 2 or 3 videos a week, and see if I can't stumble my way back into a good routine with you guys. I appreciate the support. I'm getting a lot of, Captain Dave, where you been? Is everything okay? And yeah, things are okay, guys. I'm in the classroom and whatnot. I got a little, you know, it bums you out a little bit when you get the negativity. Guys jumping on it and saying, you know, the lake sucks. They killed the lake. Tell the truth, guys. Listen, all that's fine and dandy, but it didn't kill the fish. And the fish, if you got to come out and fish Lake Okeechobee, you can still do it. You know, I just got done with a 2-day, 8-hour trip each day with my good friend Jeff Crow and the CPS family. I think they've actually changed the name of their company now. But in any case, those guys were in, and there were 7-pounders caught every day. We personally, we had 17 fish the first day, and we had 20 fish the second day. we had 11 fish over between 3.5 and 5 pounds. And that's just good fishing. It was good fishing. The bite was okay. I mean, we missed a lot of fish because they get hinky sometimes when you're trying to catch them like that. But I'm gonna give it to you straight right now. Here it comes. If you go into the Bay Bottom area, or if you go into Boy Scout or Boathouse Cut, those areas have fish in them. 100% there are fish there. That's where I caught the 9-pounder about 3 weeks ago with a guest. It's where we've been catching the fish here recently on shiners, but also on artificials. If you pitch and flip those reed lines with the hyacinths packed in on them, you pitch and flip around those edges and you're going to catch fish. Absolutely 100% you're going to catch fish. If you go in Boathouse Cut, it's the cut. If you're coming from South Bay Launch, it's the second cut on the right. You go in and go straight up, and then I've been fishing up on the left, and I'm telling you guys, the fishing's good. There are fish there, and artificial as well. The other place coming to you straight, Uncle Joe's Cut. If you get to Uncle Joe's up by the lake and you get to the poles, and you've got all that Kissimmee grass that goes from the goalposts, and you move your way back in towards what I guess you'd call the shoreline. And you start pitching and flipping around there. The water gets cleaner as you go back in further, but there are fish in those areas. There are absolutely fish in those areas. You got to punch and pitch and flip though. You're working your way back. Hit the reeds, and then start hitting the Kissimmee grass and just throwing in the holes around that stuff, and you're going to catch fish there for sure. If you go up into Turner's is the next. If you go up out of Uncle Joe's, headed towards like the north end of the lake, you're going to come to a really long reed head that comes all the way out, or not, it's not reeds actually, it's actually bulrushes. It comes all the way out into the lake. It points way out. To your left there, that's Turner's Cove, and there are fish in Turner's Cove. They're hitting Sinkos, fish real slow. The water's real shallow back there, so been throwing weightless swimming worms back there and catching them. Topwater baits are good. But there's fish back in Turner's. If you go up, the next stop as you go up the lake is going to be, of course, Cochran's. There are fish in the Cochran's area. Back in the dollar pad areas, off the outside grass and back into the dollar pad areas, there are flat out fish in that stuff. The water's fairly clean. Topwater baits, swimming baits, swim baits, swimming worms, swimming jigs, swimming this and swimming that. There's fish. You just got to work the area, but there's fish there. If you're shiner fishing, get in the boat trails, the stuff that cuts through the reeds and cuts through the Kissimmee grass. Those boat trails, the outside, fish the outside or the inside. Just get on the edge of one of those things, and you're probably going to catch fish that are just moving back and forth. Those are going to be, there's lake fish. You're going to see white belly fish in those areas, and that's a pretty solid lake report right now, guys. The water temperature dropped about 8 degrees with the last front, and that's kind of quieted the fishing, but it's also, though, it's spawning, or it's spurring on or bringing on that cooler water is going to bring the fish in heavier. They're going to get back in out of the lake and pushing harder and harder to spawn. So guys, go fishing. Stop whining and crying about the spraying and all that stuff. Guys, we can't do anything about it. I mean, we've made our position known. We've done what we can about that, as far as just, signing petitions and things like that. At the end of the day, if you got to be out on the lake and fishing, go on out. You'll catch fish. If you're coming down for vacation, if you hire the right guide, he's going to get you around fish, and the fish are still there. Captain Dave Schneider, it's a guide's life. Guys, I hope this video finds you well. I'm gonna probably send you a bunch more off the phone here, just like this, as I go up to see my boo, and I'm pretty excited about that. I left my cover unconnected there, honey. I see in the back, so I'm gonna pull over right now and hook up my tonneau cover. I see the back corner is lufting a little bit, and I think it's not hooked good, so gonna take care of that. Captain Dave, guys, I love you, man. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll be seeing you again. We'll talk to you soon. Well, hey guys, how's it going? I see we got all kinds of. Why is that a half a rod you have in your hand there?
Ugly stick.
Ugly stick.
It's ugly. It's ugly right
now. It's
now.
ugly right now. Hey everybody, Captain Dave Schneider. It's a guy's life out here on Lake Okeechobee with my boys. Listen. You guys probably should remember. Oh, look at this here, by the way. Here. Oh, we that? What do you eat the whole rod? What do you got going there, boy? This is Jeff Crow. Say hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Say hey, MJ.
Hey, MJ.
Man, look at these guys. It's like they rehearsed that or something. Outstanding. Listen, guys, we just got set up here. These guys will be with them for a couple of days. And Jeff just sawed off a stick and caught himself a dandy fish. That's a beautiful bass. That fish is 3.5, probably easily 3, might even be 3 It's a really nice fish. And you look at that. She's got a nice long, thin body on her. I would say it looks like it almost looks like a male, to be honest with you, but it could be a post-spawn female. Either way, man, he's the monster. Guys, listen, NJ. He is the monster hook setter. Listen, this guy puts on. I know the audio is going to be dicey here with the wind, but this guy could put on a hook setting clinic any day of the week. In fact, I might run Hey, you know what I should do is run a video montage of all the hook sets. I probably have 50 or 60 hook sets. And I just whack, and then pow! Of course, I didn't get this one on film, but we got her anyway, guys. Listen, hey, Jeff, we're gonna have a good time, and I appreciate you guys coming down as always, man. You guys know I'm in the classroom, but this is one of those trips that I told them at school, like, guys, I might have to have these days off, and they were accommodating. So anyway, man, this is MJ's and I's first time together, but Captain Dave will be back. Good job, brother. Outstanding.